What's up, everyone? Hurricane Liz here, ready again to do some daily sourcing. So for those of you guys that haven't been on one of these before, just note that I'm going to do my best to show you all the tactics that I use to source on a daily basis. It is important to source because if you don't, you're not going to know what the heck is selling or when something pops up that's hot. So I highly recommend you get in there and do this for at least 10 minutes a day. All you really need is a spreadsheet. Trust me when I say I do not know how to use a spreadsheet worth the shit. So I will share with you what I've found in previous videos, but I'm going to keep it simple. And after the first 30 days of looking at this and doing this on a daily basis, I'm going to show you guys a couple tips that I use. It's more or less the dummies version because, again, I cannot really use spreadsheets too well. And I tend to overlook a lot of things. So I think you guys should feel very excited about the fact that you have a fantastic chance at becoming better at sourcing than I am. Because I screw up quite a bit. As my assistant Rob pointed out in the last video, I missaid a couple things, so I apparently cannot read too well. So today, I've got my smart glasses on. This should make me 10 times smarter. So now I'm not going to miss anything that I see on here, so I'm ready to go. So the first thing you guys want to be able to do is search on Google for Amazon bestsellers. And while I know what some of you are thinking, like, that's all you're going to teach us, yeah, pretty much. But let's be honest, there's a couple of hidden gems inside the bestsellers, and I'm going to show you how to find those. First and foremost, you're going to want to start with any one of these categories other than the bestsellers. Now, keep in mind the bestseller section is a great section to actually start in, but you can exhaust your actual choices quite easily. Out of the bestsellers, I was able to grab 7 last time that looked kind of promising, but out of the actual movers and shakers, I think I grabbed about another 13. Apparently I don't add very well either. So 13 that I got last time for movers and shakers. So let's jump into a section that I like to look at all the time. That is the hot new releases. And in a while, you'll see exactly why I like that section. But we'll look at hot new releases again in my absolute favorite category, which is office products. It's never a dull moment when you're in the office on a daily basis looking at products. So let's take a look at what's going on here. This flex tape sounds interesting. I don't actually know what it is. I don't know if it's a patented product or what, but it's kind of interesting. I'm also curious about this ghost paper. So let me just take a look and click on each of these. So this flex tape is an as seen on TV product. So more than likely it's heavily branded, maybe even patented. So I'm not even going to bother with that. I don't want to mess with made on TV, but I'm going to click into this ghost paper notebook. And this is something that I would typically do when I'm interested in a product, but I don't know what the hell it is. So this just looks like a big journal to me. I don't actually know why it's a ghost paper notebook. Maybe it's just the name of the journal company. And in fact, good thing I'm wearing these glasses. It's like I'm a Sherlock Holmes here. As you can see, the name of the brand is Ghost. So there you have it. It's just a paper notebook with embossed lines, $25. It's still quite a premium price for a notebook. So I'm curious just to look at the rest of this niche. I know that it is heavily dominated by other big companies, and Amazon Basics is in here now, as I've seen in my research the past couple days sourcing in this niche. So I'm still kind of interested to look at it and just to gather some ideas. I'm going to go ahead and copy that and paste it and then put right here, paper notebook. I'll just leave a line there just because. And again, I'm just grabbing the ASIN and the actual keyword that I think relates to the actual product itself. So here again we see that day designer that I talked about in the last video. If you have not seen that, I highly recommend you go back there. Actually took the time to make some PowerPoint slides for you guys, so it's important stuff. So look at it and let me know what you think. Here again, some more flex tape, this time black. For those of you guys that actually watch my videos, I know there might be like 5 or 10 of you guys. You guys know all about the fidget cube, which I've talked about in other videos quite exhaustively, so you probably already know about that. Dry erase markers, whiteboard marker set. Now, this is kind of interesting to me because typically dry erase markers are very cheap and made to look as such, but this one kind of makes them look a little bit more like designers. So I'm kind of interested in looking more about this niche. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this and put that in here, and I'm going to put dry erase markers. And I think I actually pointed out this product in a previous video, but again, here we go again. Fidget toys are hot. Now somebody's calling a keychain a flippy chain fidget toy stress reliever. So the fact that it's $3.99 shouldn't scare you. I'd be curious if this product is available in China and get it done prime, just like all the other thousands of people that are doing that. However, if you guys are learning how to actually market these products as I'm teaching, then you shouldn't have a problem ranking these on page 1 and selling the shit out of them. So you can really kick Ming Yang Company Ltd straight in their ass. And that's what I recommend here. But this is probably be super inexpensive. In fact, I'm just going to write it down here. There's several different colors. This one's $9.30. And this one is in stock with Prime. And interesting, this is available from Mengyu Trade Company. So another trader looking to sell this, Mengyu, Yao Ming. I don't actually know the difference between any of them, but I do know that they are selling this shit out of these flippy chain fidget toys. So I'm going to write them down. I'm going to write these flippy chain fidget toys on the list. Fidget keychains. This is a great one. Oops, and I accidentally duplicated the wrong one, but that's all right. I'll grab it later. Again, another fidget cube. Some more day designers. Again, these are doing quite well. $780 in office, and it's 2017, 2018. Calendar planner. We talked about how we can make those work out. Some more fidget toys. More calendar planners. These are hot right now, and they are definitely seasonal because of the time period that we are right now. And maybe they're also offering them at a lower price because it's already a little bit past the beginning of the year. This is interesting. These were banned as, what were they called before? And it'll come to me in a minute, but this particular product was actually banned. I had a buddy of mine that actually got banned for selling this as the full-fledged lock pick set. That's what it is. But now they're introducing them in the credit card size. So beware if something like that looks too sexy, because chances are it might be. And in some point in the future, they could actually ban those as well. Heavy-duty bike storage hooks. These are also quite interesting. So I'm going to grab those on here and look to be at a great price point, especially for a beginner. They don't have that many reviews. Mr. Pen 18-piece highlighter set. Again, we talked about these the last time. Here's another Bible highlighter set. Now, keep in mind, they're nothing more than just highlighters, but people have been selling them as Bible highlighters, which has somehow increased the value and or brought it straight in front of the center of all the people that love to read the Bible, which is quite a bit of people. So definitely an opportunity to capitalize on the fact that somebody has made that popular. Tag-a-room color-coded home moving box. So these are also quite interesting because they're nothing more than just pieces of paper and or tape that you can get made pretty inexpensively. So we're going to go ahead and copy these over. Home moving box. Let's get those just down as anything. Here is a army colored fidget cube. Now that's kind of interesting. And $12.99 it's selling for. So somebody's literally really put this together for either army guys or hunters that love to mess around with a fidget cube, especially while they're out in the woods hunting. What's better than that? Something to help them pass the time. And here we have that lockpick set that I talked about that was banned about during Christmas time. So I know for a fact that Amazon's probably banning those here and there. So it's definitely not a good product to actually jump out into and go after. Maybe thank you generic cards. We talked about the generic card niche. Could be quite lucrative if you have some sort of art experience or are willing to design some cards. This is a unique product. Unique circular rolling knife. Now, I think this is completely in the wrong category, and I'm actually going to write that down because I think it could potentially fit another video that I'm actually making in the future about proper categories and putting your product in the right category. So I'm going to write that down, keep it there as notes. Here we have some more fidget toys. I don't actually know what these are. I could investigate further, but they could potentially be branded, but I would sometimes put those down if I had the willingness to actually go out and research the niche and see what the heck's happening. Whiteboard gridding Tate. I don't know what that is. I would put them down, but I don't feel like researching that niche again. Bathroom LED light toy perfect organizer. I don't even know what that is, but again, I think that's in the wrong category. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Bathroom LED. I don't even think that they actually know what they're selling. I'm even like confused and kind of at a loss for words at what exactly this thing is trying to communicate to me. Either it's a toy or it's a perfect organizer. I'm seriously like just fucking clueless. I don't know what they're trying to do there. Here is an interesting product that I like. It's the Smart Compact Key Holder Keychain. I don't exactly see how it makes it compact, but I'm willing to click through here and try to find that out. I really hate the title. I don't know exactly what it does, and it could just be that maybe my smart glasses are out of juice, but I'm kind of confused as to what exactly it does. It looks like it's a tool, but it also says it's a key holder keychain, and you can hold up to 18 keys. And here's the thing, like now I can see the keys in here. Then I look at the last one, but like I really think that they should have, and there's the keys now. Now I see them. Now I can see the keys, but maybe they should have just pointed out and put a little like arrow that says keys, because it's, for me, it's a little difficult to actually see what it is, and it looks like it's just a bunch of pieces, and it's like really hard to get keys on there. But I think this is a very nice product, but with all that stuff listed in the main picture, like it just makes me not want to buy it ever. So I'm imagining a product like that could potentially have patents on it, so I'm not even going to mess with it. But that's just a good tutorial on how not to make some images. Like, don't ever do that. You don't want to do and lay out your images like that. Here is a collapsible folding sports utility wagon. Now, this is a product that I looked at last year, and my sourcing agent just couldn't get it at the right price point. And could have been because of the fact that I had the wrong product or potentially a bad product. But now in retrospect, I realize it's because I had a bad sourcing agent, and she just plain overall sucked. So we had to get rid of her. But now it makes me a little bit more tempted to get it out to my new sourcing agent, which is the shit. But still a good one either way. It is at a high price point, so you have to think about that. It's also considered oversized, so you'd have to think about that. But other than that, definitely a good one to write if you're willing to spend the money on it. Box cutter knife 3-pack set. That's definitely something we could look at. It's at a decent price point. I will just put it down just in case, but it makes box cutters into a 3-pack, which is, you probably couldn't sell box cutter profitable because it would be too low a price. So all they did is they created a multi-pack and now are selling 3 box cutters. So you can literally do that with just about any product. Here's another scale. We talked about that before. Pop-up greeting cards. I've seen these lately quite extensively, even at local fairs. They seem to be hot. Here's the ever so popular RFID blocking leather wallet. You can put it on there. I think this niche is quite heavily saturated, but we will still have a look. It's the RFID blocking leather wallet. Let's write it down. Natural teeth whitener. This again is totally in the wrong category. So I'm going to write this down. A teeth whitener in the office category. Like, I mean, who really puts that in the wrong category? Decorative metal bookends. These are kind of interesting for bookends. I'm not too excited about it. I'm not going to write it down, although you could. Here's just a day planner with a saying on it, which is very easy to make, but you do have to remember, I talked about this in another video, 2017, 2018, we are already in the middle of 2017, so it could turn out to be more of a pain in the ass to actually do, because you might have a lot of leftover day planners, especially if you're not experienced enough to sell all of them, and or not just the experience to sell them, but also the experience to be able to manage the seasonality and the inventory management. Sometimes I'm still not even experienced enough to handle that. So This is interesting. It's decorative coat hanger. So let's go ahead and write this down as a coat hanger. And it is a 10-pack. Once again, they just took a simple product that is probably sold in a 5-pack and they doubled it. Airplane footrest. Now this is super interesting to me. I'm going to go ahead and write this down because I've not really seen this. We saw footrest in another actual video, but it was not an airplane footrest. And so I'm going to write down this airplane footrest right here. More fidget toys. We've got a TV wall mount. And this is the last one that I'm going to look at here. I'm not too sure what it is. Leather desk blotter protective mat. Now, I don't even actually know what that is. A lot of you guys might know what it is. Just looks like a mat that covers the desk. Now, my only question for this product is the price point is nice. It looks like it could be, the item weight is fine. It says it's small. So we could enter a price here that we maybe buy it at, but it actually looks pretty cool. It's 34 inches long. It's 17 tall. I think it's clear from being standard size because of the fact that it's under the 18 inches. And the 34 literally rolls right up, as it shows right here. It comes rolled up. So this is very interesting to me. I'm definitely going to write this one down. This is a protective desk pad. So let's go ahead and grab the ASIN, which will also be down here. For those of you guys that do not have that free extension that's still available, you can look it up on my other video, but it'll show you exactly where to get that for free. And this is a protective desk mat. All right, so that was the last one we're going to look at. And again, if you guys have any questions, post them below this video. If not, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can get all the videos as well as the follow-up series for how to get these products sourced. I'm going to show you that exact process. So if you haven't already, also you can head on over to our website and grab our free traffic guide for how we generated traffic to our $300,000 a month product. You guys will not want to miss that. And again, I will see you guys in the next video.